All right, we are live. Waiting on Russell. He'll be here any minute. We'll get him to 1,000 subs. The same Russell that just 6 months ago did not think he'd get 500. He was sitting at about 250. The same Russell who not only got his 500 with air to spare, it's January, and he's a year after starting YouTube, he's at 1,000. There's Russell.
Hey guys,
Howdy.
how you doing, John?
So I was just saying, I don't know how much of that you caught. This is the same Russell that I remember about 6 months ago. You were sitting around 250 and did not think you'd get to 500.
Right.
And then you took off. You flew right through 500. And now, just a couple months after the No Name Nationals, you're going to get 1,000 today.
That's right. We're getting there. That's amazing.
How things change. How things change for people who keep the faith.
That's right. I didn't think I'd ever get to this place because it's been such a journey, but I can tell you I would not have been able to do it without John Wilbur and the No Name Nationals. I would still be at 25 or 26 subscribers. So I'm trying to get
these guys in the chat over here. They're the ones who make it all possible. It's this community. Let's greet them. We always greet the chat because they're why we do it.
Exactly. Everybody that's
Unfinished Project and Purple Wings.
Exactly. I'm trying to get
Unfinished Project, RC Industry. Look at all these guys that turned out for you, man. Colleen Tebow, Spencer's Food Review. Spencer's got 1,000 subs from chugging Mountain Dew. More power to you.
That's awesome.
Chucky is here. Chucky's already got about, a quarter of his subs already. He is rocking. Yep. Equipment came over. Race Production, the defending No Name Nationals overall champion. Danny Boyd is here. Two Hacks Jeff. Two Hacks, how'd you like this ambush live? You weren't expecting that, were you?
How's it going, Jeff?
Here. Dude Mopar from Florida. Dude Mopar is here. All right. JB's little shop. It's a sneak attack. That's right, JB, because Russell is going to get his 1,000 subs right now. And you know full well we did your 500 and we do it again. Levi's here. Yeah, did he get it? How many subs does Russell have now? Anybody got us an update? Yeah, Chucky's gonna do it. Chucky, I want to see more of that car just like it is. You were offering to change it and put it on a Blazer frame. No, I want to see, like, do a walk. I want to see more of that car.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're planning on bringing more than just one car this year if everything goes well. So,
but Buff, if you don't mind, put us a link in there to Outfits Garage so people can sub, and I'll pin that to $9.95.
We're almost
transmissions. There. No, this is not live. I knew you were going to ask that question at exactly 5:31. So I got Russell to sit down and do a video with me this afternoon that we put up in anticipation of you asking the question. All right. Yep. Let's see. Let me unpin that. I'm going to pin your link. And so, oh, yeah, I got to mute that. All right. Now let me pin Buff's link. There we go. Got to go over on the YouTube side and do that. Cool. Yeah. So if there's anybody here who is not subscribed to Outfits Garage, check it out. For those of you who don't know, this is the guy that brought a dirt track stock car to Sykeston, ran it on the dragway, and had one of the most exciting passes of the weekend.
I plan on doing it again, John.
Yeah, there's another guy who he emailed me. He hasn't registered just yet, but he's planning to bring a stock car. He asked if that would be okay. I said, okay, it's highly encouraged. I sent him video of yours.
Yeah, we 997. So we're
Yeah,
almost
Turbo
there.
Tom, this is totally unplanned. I'm filthy. I've been working on an oil leak today on the Assault CRV. I didn't plan this at all, but Russell had a live going. He had 993 subs. I'm like, hey, let's get your 1,000 right now.
998.
He's like right there.
That's it. Got 2 more.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We don't have to hard cap this at 1,000. If you have it, this is what you guys can do. Take that video of Russell making that pass at No Name Nationals where he was sideways looking at the wall running Big Block 402, Steven. Send him that clip and say, hey, this is the channel you want to follow right here.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, Alton, there you go.
We got it.
Took 3 hard-fought minutes, but we got it. Yay.
That's
Congratulations. You deserve it.
I appreciate it, John. Yeah, you remember you was the first one to subscribe to me when I announced No Name Nationals last year. I was coming to it. And that's awesome. You got me to 500 and everybody else along with us, but we jumped in there and did that live, and and then and today we did the same thing. I appreciate everybody that jumped in and hit that subscribe button. That's just our next goal to reach, and we're going to set another goal, but it's never ending. But as everybody knows, when you're on YouTube, but our main next project is to get a couple of cars ready for the No Name Nationals 2023, because Outfits Garage is going to be back, and I will put on a little bit wilder show this time. So
I can't wait.
I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
How much gear are you going to be running?
I'm going to back off of that gear just a little bit. So I'm going to put it into a little bit better drag racing mode. So
okay.
So
cool.
I was pulling the 600 gear last year, which if I had had the right transmission, I believe that gear would have been perfect. So
Jeff's telling you to go run a 710 gear.
I might need a little taller.
717. I think you can get a 717 and a 737. I bet the ring gear be like that thick on them.
I can actually get a 733 gear for a dirt track. So, but you're turning about 7,500 on a quarter-mile dirt track, which is the straightaways are 300 foot long. So it's not if even that. So you can yank the bottom out of one real quick like that. So
yes, you can. Mike's car hole. So this is what's up. We're in here with Russell, and we're doing a little 1,000 celebration party. Russell just hit 1,000 subs. Pure Pontiac Garage. Check it out. Russell registered. How many did you have when you registered last year? It was January of 2022.
Well, I announced when I had 25 subscribers.
25 subs.
And then again, John, you jumped on there and subscribed to me first. And from that moment, we just slowly, gradually built our subscribe count. And we got stuck at about 250. And I was getting nervous because I was already registered. I already had everything planned and was building the car. And we got stuck at 250 for the longest. I'd gained at one point, I gained 20 subscribers one night and lost like 14 of those that night. And of course, that's how it all works when you're trying to get started. But man, it got frustrating. It got so frustrating. I even talked to you several times and told you I didn't know if I was going to make it, but you just kept encouraging me, and we got there and was proud to do it because everybody like is on here that's subscribing today and commenting, and everybody has helped us get there. And we plan on coming again to Sikeston, Missouri this time. We're probably going to bring, if I don't crash out that car that we brought from No Name last year, we don't crash it out on a dirt track this year. We're planning on bringing it back. We'll try to wash all the dirt out of it. That way we don't sling dirt balls down the track. But we're going to try to bring that back, and something else. We're working on something special, and we may be in the burnout contest and all of that. So we don't know what we're going to do.
Goodness.
So
well, Jason's Garage is here. Hey, Jason, don't worry. We jumped on real quick to get Russell his 1,000th sub, because it would just be fun to do that together with all of you guys. And Jason's got a live coming up tonight, right? Yeah, I did see it's good. Jason's live's coming up tonight, so you want to check that out. But it's just so much fun to get your subscriber milestones together with the community. And for those of you who weren't here a few minutes ago, and Russell started with 26 in the dead of winter. There's video of him pulling his stock car in with weeds growing up through it, pulling it through the weeds in the snow into his shop. And he worked and thrashed and hammered and got up to about 250 subs, but they were crawling. I mean, probably in June, sitting at 250 subs, right? Which looks like it's behind the pace. But as I told him, and I told a lot of people, you're not really behind the pace, because the more subs you have, the faster you gain that same number. It's an exponential thing. Right. So I said, your first 250 will take a lot longer than your next 250. So he went to June, from January to June, 250. And then from June to September, you had more than 500 at Sikeston. How many did you have by the time you got to Sikeston in September?
When we got to Sikeston, we were getting close to 600.
Right. So he had well over 500 by there. And now it's January 10th. So this is tomorrow will mark the 1-year anniversary of announcing the first No Name Nationals, and he's got his 1,000. So you see how much quicker once you have an audience, and once it spreads out and shares, and it's like putting branches on a tree, it grows quickly.
Right.
So and I just want to say that for all of you guys who are watching this.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, is that I just encourage everybody that if you're wanting to do this, and if you're wanting to be involved in the No Name Nationals, and you've only got 10 or 15, maybe you don't have any subs yet, just start posting short little 15-second videos and make them of anything, but just start making them, start putting them out, and hashtag certain things like kind of that resembles what you're doing. But also I noticed hashtagging viral and hashtagging subscribe, hashtagging YouTube shorts and things. Look for those that has the like 400 and something. One of those, I believe it's YouTube shorts, has 440 million hits on it. So I looked for those, and that's how I got my last from about 700 subscribers until now. That's how I've done it. I started realizing what I was doing wrong, and I did that, and it just took off. And so do
Jeff
that.
Jeff's put up his first video a year ago on Friday. With 0 subs, and he's about 3,500 now. Right.
He had an awesome build going.
And
Jeff,
I was kidding you. I sent Jeff both the first video I posted on YouTube and the first video he posted on YouTube, and we were laughing how far both of us have come. So you know what? Don't be afraid of it. Dig in, do it. It's really surprising what you'll do and how you'll evolve over the next year. And it just, speaking of that, here's Dizzy. Dizzy Izzy, same thing. He fought and scrapped and clawed, and he got his 5. He was actually the last channel to get the 500 right there at the gate in Sikeston.
Right.
But Dizzy made it happen. And, you guys can tell you make it happen.
Right. I was there. I talked to him coming through the gate. I think I was already subscribed to him, but I think Doug and
Yep.
Matthew was with us, and I think they had never heard of him, and they jumped on, subscribed real quick. So we all jumped together and band together and help everybody. So
yep. Speaking of that,
and
here's
boy,
Sam Mountain Ballistics. He's hopefully going to be joining us soon.
and if you want to watch a show, go to the No Name Nationals and actually go back and look for Dizzy's burnout. I'm going to tell you that was wild. I'll tell you, I was afraid we was going to see him go through the water barrier there at once.
Well, Dizzy put on quite a show.
That's right. LP 94, appreciate you.
Lars is here. Wendy's here. Dean, appreciate all y'all turning out. I mean, this is we're just celebrating Russell's 1,000th. He got it right here just a few minutes ago, and man, he deserves it. He has worked hard for his subs, and I'm always glad to try to help a channel out that's working for it, and he did. And I appreciate it.
Yeah. Right.
Mike said our first 10 videos were hot car, but you get better with time and experience. Good videos only follow bad videos, so no shame in that.
Yep.
Exactly. It's supposed to be fun. Just be yourself. Yes. Irish Outlaw gets it. You just go out and do it and have fun.
That's it. That's it. Just video random stuff, and have fun at it,
Auto Salvage Outlaws, are you at 986 right now?
Yeah, I think that's right. He's almost there.
Is that right? I had thought you had crested 1,000. Tell me if that's right. Junkyard Willie stood over my shoulder till Dizzy Izzy and Mopars, Mustangs, minivans. Junk Car Willie, let me tell you about that cat. He started with no subs last spring, and he has 8,000 now. And that guy has done it all. He's a warrior. 100% original content, just going and filming and posting. And oh yeah, I thought you crested 1,000. Okay, well that's okay. When the little audit machine does its thing, you'll be right back there. I was gonna say, because now that you've done it, you'll get it back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, YouTube's got an audit machine there that runs through everything. But yeah,
we got a little crowd in here, 35 in here, which is not bad at all for a little ambush live in the afternoon.
Oh yeah. Again, I want to appreciate everybody for subscribing and helping us out. It's been a good journey, and we're planning on just marching on from here and bringing a stock car back to No Name Nationals and something special. So y'all just have to kind of wait and see what we bring. We may wait till later to reveal that. So, but we'll get there with something.
Got to subscribe to Outfits Garage if you want to see what he's doing. Pure Pontiac Garage, I'm glad you're here too.
Glad to see you, Pure Pontiac Garage.
Yep.
And Mountain
I
Blast.
tell you, all the stories, the collective stories of each of these channels who did it are really amazing. It's really amazing. The story of Outfits Garage would make a documentary itself. And that's just one channel. And so many of them have awesome stories. It's just, I'm thrilled and humbled to be a part of this group because of what they do. Man, Streetcar Chronicles Ryan is in the house.
Hey, man, good to see you.
Colleen, One-Eyed Cat, all that good stuff. Rob's on the streetcars. He's at 408. You're going to get it, man. You are going to get it.
That's not a problem.
Rob's going to get it. Rob had one short that went crazy. I thought he was going to get it, and then it just leveled off a little bit. But
he's liable to have 1,000 before No Name National.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you never know. Sometimes because it plateaus and takes off, and
Mm-hmm. Hey, Buck, good to see you.
Yeah, well, we can hang out and stick around live as long as Russell wants to hang. I just saw him there at 9:93, and it was too tempting not to see if he wanted to jump on live.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it. I always enjoy jumping on. So
yeah,
I don't always
more of this kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't always have a lot of free time, but this evening everything kind of worked out to where I could do it live, and I'm going to try to make it so that I can do a little short live every week, or jump in on somebody else's when I can. So
yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Buck, there's another amazing story. Buck does what, 70 when you first registered. He took off. Buck won the Cinderella Award too.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz Garage, there's another one. He had just over 500 when he announced, so he couldn't get in the No Name 500. He would have. Buck would run through a concrete block wall to make something happen. So Buff would have been a natural in the No Name 500. He just happened to have just over 500 subs when he signed up. But not to look like the chronic overachiever that he is, he had to go and get 4,000 subs, in last year. So.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Grover, what's happening?
Terry Grover,
man in the shop built, not bought. Yeah, he had 24 subs in May of 20. Exactly. That's more than I thought. What I've started doing is noting the subs when people register, because what I used to do is I would just put how many subs they had every couple of days. Every other day I would send an email to Dallas saying what basically the State of the Union was for No Name 500. I would put in it where everybody's sub count is, who graduated, who needs help, who has practically quit, that kind of thing. And we tried to maximize our efforts to help as many channels get across the finish line as we could. But what I would do is, if I waited, if you missed the email and then I didn't get your subs put in there for 2 days when you first registered, you probably get 50 when you sign up. And so that's why with Buck, I don't remember him having fewer than 70, but he could see clearly that he had, was it 24 in May, and he hit 3,000 yesterday. So there you go. Mm-hmm. And JB was the little channel who could. Man, he fought for every single solitary subscriber, and he made it.
That's it.
He is a role model for how that No Name 500 is won in the trenches.
That's right. Another thing I'd like to...
JB ran that ball every play.
Right. Another thing I'd like to mention is a guy that Skylar Fleming over Fleming Family Racing. He's jumped on with us to do a giveaway. So if you want to get involved in the giveaway, we're going to do a giveaway on our channel, and we're going to do a giveaway on Skylar Fleming or Fleming Family Racing's channel. And but you have to go. You need to subscribe to him, and you need to subscribe to us, and go down to my video that says giveaway, and leave a comment on there after you subscribe, and you're registered to win the giveaway. And we hadn't announced what we're giving away just yet, but Skylar will be announcing that probably here in another day or so, and we'll get all that worked out. So we want to really thank Skylar for doing that and helping us out on that. So.
Yeah, got a good crowd in here.
Appreciate it, Dizzy.
There's a big corporate live stream that Dallas and I like to poke fun at a little bit in good humor. This is about the crowd they get when they book somebody like Ron Capps on their live. We have more people turn out for Russell.
That's it. Just an old hillbilly from Arkansas.
Ron Capps is a good dude. He is a real racer, got a passion for it. He recently gotten a fuel altered. I wouldn't mind having him on the show sometime. We might do that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not afraid to drive anything.
No, he's the real deal.
But, he's a good guy. Seems like. That's bad about the old boy in Australia the other day. I heard it was pretty bad news on that. I forgot what his name was. One of the Australian it's like a pro stock mixed between a pro stock and a pro mod had going down the strip and veered left, and when he did it, he lost it and come back across the track and caught air as he was coming across the track, cleared the wall and hit the camera tower and threw the guy off the camera tower and leveled it and flipped and rolled the car and wound up taking the guy's life and then the car. It was horrible. It was all over YouTube. It's just a bad crash and just a bad deal. Both cars got out of shape, and but his come across the track and actually caught air and cleared the wall and went out and hit that big pole and went to flipping. It was terrible. You can Google it on YouTube. It's all over it. So.
I'll check it out after this. Barrows is saying to get with Big Block 402, Stephen over there. He found a square body in a junkyard that you could probably get cheap for the chassis. Well, whatever works.
Right. Yeah. I've got some leads on some things, and I've also gotten with Steve with that salvage yard he's picking up there, and there's quite a bit of stuff in that salvage yard, and it's a lot of stuff is pretty reasonable to buy complete rigs, and so I'm probably going to be going up there, and also I've got a guy, I know a shop locally here that's probably going to be sponsoring me a front suspension from old 62 truck, so that's going to be pretty exciting to get that where I can start putting that together. So pretty awesome deal there. Pretty excited to see that 62 Chevy truck go together with a 402 in it. And I've tried to figure out names for it. I thought about Candy Cane Eater, and I've thought about Candy Crush. I've thought all kind of stuff, but I don't want to play too hard on Big Block stuff. But it was kind of a fun thing to do there for a minute. So, Steve, he's a good guy.
We speed shop in here. He is. You'd be surprised. It's not necessarily what kind of car you have. I mean, you make content, and you can get there. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, guarantee you can build anything, and people love it. So as long as you're showing interest in it, there's somebody looking to do the same thing, and it makes no difference what. If you think of it, somebody else is thinking of it, and they're wanting to learn how to do it, so they're going to Google it. So always title your videos what you would want to look for, and title it like that, and hopefully you'll pick up a few views. It's been surprising. I've just thrown up random shorts, just random stuff through the day. I'd think up and put up on YouTube, and it thing wind up pulling 3,000 or 4,000 views just in about 45 minutes, and it's crazy how it works. So.
Jeff 4, how's it going? Good to see you in here, sir.
Yep.
Sam French was that driver's name. Well, I'll check it out.
That's nice.
Finnick. Yeah, Finnick.
Yeah. That was a horrible crash. It was pretty terrible. Worst one I've ever seen in drag racing to tear a car to pieces like that. It was, I've seen a lot of them go up in flames. I've seen them flip over backwards. I've seen them smash into other cars, and even the Coletta crash where he went down and hit and took his life, but this one was bad. So we praying for their family. So,
Alva, if we can help you, let me know.
Alva, just start popping in some little 15-second videos. Just go down the street and start videoing people go in and out of Walmart, or people going down the highway, or just videoing cars going down the freeway, or find a train track, go video it.
I will say, Alva, you can get your sub count up doing that. But one thing that we encourage you to do is engage the community. Make a short 2 or 3 minute video tops that has you, what you're doing, about you, because I mean that's the thing, is it's getting involved with the community. Community engagement is actually the whole thing the 500 sub thing is about.
Right.
It makes people engage in the community. You ever seen that show Bar Rescue? Remember when that was? I don't think that's still on anymore, but there was a show about a guy who'd find these bars that were struggling for business, and he would go in there, and he was a consultant, and he would figure out what they needed to do to succeed. And there were things that he saw that were really smart, like you want a dance floor that's a little bit smaller than what you need because it forces people to interact. He would make the entranceway to that floor a little smaller than it should be because it forces people to interact. And so we have a 500 subscriber requirement. There's easily more than 500 people in this community. And so getting the subscribers is not the hard part. It's breaking through that wall saying, I need to get out there and engage and get out of my comfort zone, and the accountability and showing yourself on camera and saying, hey, this is me. This is what I do. And what happens is once you break the ice, then it's just a big old fun community that's fun to be part of. And the subscribers just happen. But that's really the point of the subscriber thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 500 subscribers will not get the attention of any corporate entity anywhere. Okay? That's not the point. The point is community engagement. And it works. It absolutely works.
When you let people see your personality, and that makes a big difference,
It does. It really does. And because of that, because we had all these people who had to earn subscribers, and they had to have some personal accountability on YouTube, what happened is when we got to the event, everybody knew everybody else the minute they got there. Nobody had to ask anybody's name. They say, oh, there's Colleen. Oh, there's Don English. Oh, there's Roger, Dizzy Izzy. There's Buck. They knew all of these people. So guess what?
Mm-hmm.
There was no awkwardness. Everybody had a great time, and we had no drama and no fights and no problem. And it all came back from community engagement for the 9 months beforehand. Made all the difference in the world.
Right.
This is why you'll have a fist fight in Walmart while you'd never have one in a church. It's the same. It's the same thing. What's going on, Andy? How you like this little sneak attack live here? We just got Russell over 1,000 subs. He was sitting at 993. And I said, come on, man, let's do this.
That's right.
Look how well liked Andy is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Everybody likes Andy.
Looking forward to seeing that Casper now. I've told him, but I'm looking forward to seeing that truck.
Looks like Dakota's in here. Glad you're here. Unfinished project is always here.
I've only seen maybe 2 429 bosses in my life, in real life, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got under the hood of that truck, or in the engine compartment. That's pretty exciting for me.
I've seen it in person. That thing's a monster.
Oh yeah. I've had 429s, I've had 460s, and 400s. I've had all kinds of Ford motors and Chevrolet motors, and appreciate it there, Andy. I see you. Congrats. And I've that 429 Boss was always one that just said, boy, it's got to be an awesome motor.
Oh, that one is no doubt. Yeah, that truck's gonna be something. It was stout before.
Oh yeah, that's kind of my plan.
I don't guess Andy. He won't care about me telling this, I don't guess, but the thing has so much torque right off of idle that he said he wants to slow down the linkage from the gas pedal so that you can actually get some pedal feel. Because the thing makes so much torque when you just touch the gas pedal, it's hard to drive it without the thing getting out of shape, just pulling out of a parking spot or a stoplight. Wow. So he's trying to slow the pedal linkage down so that it has some feel to it before the thing takes off.
Right.
I mean, that is crazy. I've never had that problem before.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a little bit of pedal movement, you know.
Yeah, he can't even get any pedal travel for the thing because it's got 525 pound-feet of torque everywhere. Like it's got 525 pound-feet of torque just right off idle all the way up, and it peaks out 600. How do you even drive the things? He's trying to literally slow down the action of the pedal to make it more drivable.
Wow.
That's really cool, isn't it? That's the kind of stuff I've never even had to think about.
I've never had anything like that. I've drove semis with that kind of torque, but you're talking about semis. So, but
you're talking about a lot of weight too.
Right. Yeah. But it's crazy. But that's my goal too, to build something that it might not get there this year, but it might again get there. I don't know. But next year we'll be bringing something a little more crazier. But and if everything goes right, we may have it there this year. We just have to see. So
we'll see what happens. We're all trying to move things forward, and really that's the good thing. I mean, this is all of us guys that like to do stuff with cars. It's so easy to say one of these years, but with this thing in the background, we all know we all got a date. We all got a goal.
That's right. It puts pressure on you. I don't. We put that stock car together. That thing was hanging on a chain in the shop. I'd been working on it off and on all summer, but then about a month and a half, or maybe 2 months before No Name Nationals, I started getting things ready for it, and I built the engine for it, and just started thrashing on it. And I think I was getting maybe 4 hours of sleep a night, and just working myself to the bone. And I was going to bed every night about 1 o'clock in the morning. The last 3 weeks before the No Name Nationals, last 3 to 4 weeks, I was going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning most every night, and getting up to go to work at 5. So I was not getting much sleep, and it was starting to wear on me. But my body adjusted, and I just plowed right on through. So, and kind of reminded me back of when I was young, chasing the dirt tracks all over the country. We used to do that same type thing, just work and race half the night, and then drive all night long, get to the next track, and catch a nap where we could, and then get back to racing that next night. And it was your body will adjust, but it takes a toll on you after a while. So
yeah,
but I appreciate you, John. I know you probably got other things.
Appreciate you, man.
And appreciate everybody that subscribed. Do what?
I appreciate everybody. I appreciate it. I'm glad you were here.
Yeah, I thank everybody for jumping in. I thank everybody for subscribing and helping us get over that 1,000 mark. And we're planning on marching on. We're going to be at No Name Nationals again, and we got some plans. So we're going to be registering here within the next week or so. I think I'll get paid this week, so we're we're going to look into that and try to get that all worked out. And we're going to sign up 2 entries. So that's going to put us on our feet to the fire to get another rig built. So be looking for us there with 2 entries this year, and something special along with the stock car. So and the stock car might be a little faster too. We just have to see.
Outfits is going to bring it. Thank all you guys. I appreciate you all for jumping in. This was kind of a random thing, and you're going to see a lot of this kind of random stuff as we head up to September. But thanks for joining us. Thanks for helping get Russell over the 1,000. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll see all you guys again soon.
Thank you now.